first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to go to the air right away. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The tight end in motion right. To try again after the sack. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. And the '49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
52 blaster. Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance, he'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And this is incomplete. The Niners at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. And Lance going to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Shot, 17. Young Ray. Check view.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
10 cycles.
Again, McCaffrey. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now a give to the big fullback, Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Well, this is caught by Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there, and what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's got it to Williams. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Lance now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
22 meters. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Ready, set.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Hey, check Vega. Ultra.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ray McLeod, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Drill 52. Smash. Strike. Check, smash. Hey, blue.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McLeod. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Williams, a man in motion right. Herbert throwing again. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Hopkins' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st down, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On the ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Gold with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Steal. Ultra. Go ultra.
Here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm too, and he showed it off here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have got it on cruise control. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.